During a game of truth or dare, the former school beauty pointed at me, laughing so hard she nearly doubled over. "The most despicable thing I've ever done?" she said brightly. "Easy. 7 years ago, I used his phone to delete his poor little girlfriend's desperate plea for help while he was in the shower, and then I texted back, 'Drop dead.' Can you believe it?" she went on, grinning. "That idiot stood out in the rain all night long. Honestly, it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen." The room erupted with laughter, everyone joining in to mock the clueless fool who'd never known the truth. Everyone, except the trillionaire CEO seated at the head of the table. The color drained from his face in an instant. The next second, amid the roaring laughter, he crushed an expensive crystal wine glass in his bare hand. The sharp crack cut through the air, and the private room fell into dead silence. Wine spilled, tinged with red, splashing onto my waiter's uniform. The man seemed oblivious, as if he couldn't feel a thing. He stared at the woman still basking in her smug triumph, then slowly turned his trembling gaze toward me as I bent down to clean up the mess. The madness in his eyes was so intense, it felt like it could swallow everyone in the room. The Carlisle Club, Manhattan's most exclusive private membership space, was entirely booked for the evening. The word was a newly minted venture capital titan, worth 9 figures, had returned from overseas and wanted to flaunt his success to his old college crowd. When the manager handed me the gold-embossed wine list, his eyes held a fleeting, unreadable pity. "Scout," Mr. Davies said, his voice low, "it's the V888 suite tonight. If you don't want to go, I can assign someone else." I adjusted my ill-fitting server uniform, offering him a faint smile. "It's fine, Mr. Davies. That's our highest spending suite. The corkage fees alone will net me a decent bonus. I need the cash, you know." He sighed, patted my shoulder, and walked away. I pushed open the door to the V888 suite, the heat wave hitting me instantly, thick with the scent of expensive perfume, Cuban cigars, and something else, the dizzying, nauseating smell of burning money. In the center of the plush leather sofa sat the man I hadn't seen in 7 years. He had changed completely. Gone was the memory of the fiercely proud, intensely stubborn boy in a faded hoodie and threadbare jeans. In his place sat a polished, cold-eyed business mogul, exuding the effortless authority of a true power player. He was leaning back, listening to someone next to him, a detached, almost bored smirk playing on his lips. And nestled against him was the woman who had stolen him from me all those years ago, Genevieve "Jen" Sinclair. Jen was draped in a custom white Chanel dress, her neck flashing with a diamond necklace that caught the ambient light like a beacon. She swirled the contents of her wine glass, radiating the smug arrogance of a proud swan. "Oh, Holden's back in the States mainly for me, of course. He's shifting his company headquarters because, well, we're finally getting engaged." A chorus of sycophantic praise immediately erupted. The campus beauty and the brain, a match made in heaven. "Holden, you're on the cover of Forbes now. Jen, you lucked out. It's the ultimate turnaround story. Unlike some people who traded up for cash and bailed, bet they're regretting that decision now, huh?" The intentional barb hung in the air, and for a silent second, every eye in the room pivoted to me, where I stood in the corner, expertly uncorking a bottle. I felt nothing. Like a numb marionette, I sliced the foil with a corkscrew, twisted the worm, and slowly pulled the stopper. Bordeaux, left bank. Optimal pour after 20 minutes of decanting. I poured the breathing wine into the massive